they don't need to be doing, if I could start with that, is to say, well, there you go, we tried that, it didn't work. We've got a directions hearing, a PTR, whatever it may be, coming up in 3 months' time, 2 weeks' time, whatever it may be, so we'll just prepare for that. I think having invested the time, the emotional energy, and a certain amount of cost, at least, in getting to a mediation process, and I speak as a mediator as well as someone representing people in mediations, you come out of a mediation that hasn't worked or hasn't achieved a settlement, let's put it that way, feeling inevitably a bit flat, actually, and that's the professionals. So imagine the lay client, they feel flat. They feel, why did we just spend 8 hours of our lives trying to achieve that? Yes, we made some progress, but I've still got this case around my neck. I've still got this expenditure, I've still got my chairman talking to me about why are we still in litigation, whatever it may be. And so use that psychology of the flatness to then say, well, how are we going to make some progress here? Statistically, as CEDR will know, as I know, mediations that don't settle on the day, a good proportion do settle in the week or 10 days afterwards. How can a mediator help that process? Well, the answer is, I regularly don't achieve, sorry, what's the phrase, how many negatives here? I regularly do achieve settlements of mediations, so I don't specialise in not achieving settlements of mediation, but on occasion that doesn't happen, and it's important that you continue to be invested in the process as a mediator, and therefore encourage the parties to do so as well. And how best to do that? In my view, it is to keep the mediation process open for a 7-day period to 5 o'clock on whichever day, or a 10-day period, so that nobody's worrying about, well, if I pick the phone up, is that still protected by, the without prejudice privilege, whatever it may be. And also create a timetable whereby you as the mediator are going to phone the parties and say, you've had a few days to think about this, your client has as well, how can I help further? And that tries to head off at the pass the inevitable human question about, well, why should I pick the phone up first? The answer is you're not picking the phone up first, it's the mediator who's picking the phone up first, and he's already alerted you and your opponent to the fact that that's going to happen. And that then leads one of two ways. It either leads to, yeah, well, we're going off to court now, so thanks very much, Andrew, goodbye. Or it quite regularly leads to, yeah, I'm really pleased you called because we've had this post-mortem, we want to do something, we were thinking about doing something, can I test drive that with you? And then you are again in that privileged position on top of the wall between the parties, and you can see and hear what they're saying, and they can't see and hear what each other is saying. And you need to try and use that privilege and not give up, actually. It's really important. People have invested time, emotion, energy, money into a process that obviously I absolutely believe in as a litigator as well as a mediator.